It's 12:02 on a Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Thank you very much for being here today. I do have to say that picture of Kapanen on the graphics looks awesome. Look at the hair on that guy.
Wild.
Look at the flow.
Wild.
Enjoy it.
Big game last night. Big game. Hernan, did you say enjoy it?
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Who, Kapanen?
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to stay there? Man, you're coming in hot here. Did I even know you were going to say anything?
Hang on. He's right.
Tommy, you're right. I'm right, right?
He's right.
By next Thursday, Kapanen will be in the bottom.
It
Are we
could happen.
Are we making a bet?
Let's make a bet.
Interesting.
People are talking him up like he's some kind of all-star.
Yeah.
He's an NHL player.
Tommy, are you all anti-Kapanen right now?
Absolutely not. I thought he had a tremendous game.
He was great. He had 2 big hits, scored a goal.
You guys both sound like haters.
He screwed up the first couple games.
Here we go.
He threw a pizza up the boards to no one that led to the goal. Good on him, guys. Like, seriously.
That's a good
But
return.
there's a but here.
But we all know Kasperi Kapanen. He's not a top 6 player. Plain and simple.
We said that about Puck Colson for a year and a half, too.
He shouldn't be.
Look, but you guys don't realize. Who are they competing with?
Nobody.
Exactly.
That's where the state of the Oilers forwards is.
This is why Puck Colson stays with Leon, because he likes him. And I have to tell you, I think Leon might like, I think he likes Kapanen as well.
After one game, huh?
Well, wait, put him up there after no games. Still got him there. You don't think so? They were willing to put him there after not playing for 2 months. Now you got a goal and assist. You guys think they're going to take him off?
We're 2 weeks removed from Matt Savoy is the answer on Leon Draisaitl's right side.
Yeah, but
I just said
Kapanen's one of Knobloch's. Like he loves him.
He puts him up there.
He's going to play tomorrow on the top 6.
Yeah.
But then by next week at this time, we'll have completely different lines. Kapanen won't be with Draisaitl. Mark my words. Tommy backs me up.
I'll back him
Tommy
up on
wasn't
this
wrong
one.
with Tomaszek, was he? No. And he took a lot of heat for that.
Yeah, but he was wrong with Puck Colson.
No, I'm still not wrong. On most teams, he would be a bottom 6 guy, but he has found his niche with Leon Draisaitl.
And where does he play regularly?
With Leon Draisaitl.
Top 6.
I know. This is a unique opportunity for him, which he has taken.
You have
which
to
is great.
produce with Leon Draisaitl. Good start for Kapanen.
But you don't really have to. Now,
Yes, you do.
No, because last year Puck Colson stayed with him, and he wasn't even really producing.
He had a big 24 points, Dusty.
Now, I think Leon likes to play with a certain type of player.
Yeah, guys that'll do everything for
Well,
him.
that's the thing. Kapanen will do that. That's why I think there might be a little bit of a run here.
He'll do that for like a 4-game window, fall off,
Yes.
go away, then
I
come
can't
back.
believe I'm arguing that Knobloch's going to stick with a line because it's
Yeah, what is wrong
it's
with
a death
you?
sentence.
Kapanen's a guy who's
Listen
coming
to
off
yourself.
back-to-back 6-goal seasons.
Yeah.
We know what this
But
player
that's still
is.
better than all the other options they've got.
Last night,
Savoy's never scored 6 goals in a season. Frederick will never score 6 goals in a season again.
Whoa.
Matthias
Whoa,
Janmark
whoa, whoa.
doesn't
We're
score.
not saying Frederick.
No, Matthias Janmark doesn't score 6 goals over 2 seasons.
That is
and
true.
Adam Henrique can't do shit, and he's hurt. You're telling like who are
Most
they?
of that is
who
true.
are they going to replace Kapanen with? Give me a valid off like Roslovic, I guess would be your one. Thing.
Absolutely.
But then who's going to play third line center with Henrique out? That hurts your guys' argument.
Roslovic shouldn't be the
gonna
third line
stay third
center.
line center though. Kapanen's going to stay there.
No.
Yes, for let's say this time
No.
next week. I will say if Kapanen is still in the top 6, you guys get me Popeyes for lunch.
Sure.
If he's not in the top 6, I'll get Popeyes for the whole office for lunch.
Is that a deal, Tommy?
yeah, that's a deal.
Okay, so the Oilers play next Thursday. If by next Thursday, Kapanen...
We were saying Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Okay, but
so
they
it should be Tuesday should be the cutoff.
No.
Yes. It's a week. It should be. Do they play next Tuesday night?
Yes.
Okay, so then we should be sitting here next Wednesday at this time going, Kapanen was in the top 6 last
I'll
night. You
take
guys
that
get
deal.
Dusty Popeyes.
I'll take it. It's 3 games, Tom.
Okay.
By Tuesday, he might be off that line.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fair.
but what? And we got to put a little asterisk on this. What if he's moved off of it 2 games from now, but back on it Tuesday night?
No, we won because he's already moved off.
But I might win because he's still technically in the top 6 that
what
time.
he has to do, he has to make it to Tuesday's game on Draisaitl's line.
Okay, but I'm going to say, but starting every game on the line. Like if he gets moved, if they go nuclear for a third period,
Yes.
I don't want to get screwed in this.
No, he has to
So
start.
he has to start the next 3 games on Draisaitl's right side.
Yes.
Shake on it. Let's go. Nanso, shake. Come shake my hand. Come shake my hand.
when I leave.
Okay.
He just wants to be
all right.
touched.
All right. I think this is a good one. I think this will be a good one. I think Henrique being injured and them not really having any other reasonable options to be a third-line center will keep Roslovic on the third line, and Kapanen will stay with Leon.
Keep in mind that second line yesterday, that, it was a little bit of a mishmash because Henrique went down.
Yeah.
But Henrique, Kapanen, Draisaitl, and Podkolzin got scored on in 15 seconds twice. Okay? They were on the ice for 2 goals against.
I
So
don't
they
care.
weren't that
I already
good.
made the bet, Nansel.
No, I'm just
I already
saying.
made the bet. I'll tell you this, tomorrow morning, if he rolls up morning skate lines and Kapanen's in the bottom 6, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I will lose my mind. All right, well, it's on then.
It's on.
All right. Either just Popeye's lunch for me, from you guys, or Popeye's lunch for the whole office if Kapanen's not in the top 6 this time next week.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Haji texts in and says, Dusty, let's use your game senses here. I think from a roster construction perspective right now, I probably am. The whole city. What's going to happen here is...
You have an advantage.
Why do I have an advantage?
Because Henrique's hurt.
Well, yeah, that's part of that's what I said.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on Kapanen staying where he is. It's not an advantage. It was clearly something we discussed. What's going to happen is Bowman's going to trade Mangiapane for a legitimate top 6 right wing in like an amazing trade that the entire city loves. And I'm going to be pissed because it's going to be Kapanen's out of the top 6.
Popeyes for all of us. And guess what? I'm getting a large mac and cheese.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know who's going to be very happy if you lose? The Reed Wilkins.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Reed's going to love
He
it.
loves Popeyes.
Yeah, we haven't had a good Popeyes delivery in quite some time. So.
Furby, where you at?
It's probably, I was emailing with Ferb. They're going to bring in some chicken probably in the morning show, but I said, if you bring enough, we can dive into it on the
That'd be great.
oil stream as well.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Lunch. Chicken is in general more of a lunch item than a breakfast item.
Actually, well, my good buddy Jared is now like director of ops over there.
That's who I was emailing with.
Yeah, well,
Jared.
I'll text Jared.
You know what? Jared's going to come by. I was emailing with him yesterday. He's going to come by with some chicken.
Bring some for lunch.
Yeah, it's going to be
J-Rod.
pretty good.
Ice 256 as bet of the year for the SD. This one, right?
This one, you think?
Yeah.
Ice is getting in the mix. Ice gets in the mix. I've noticed Ice in the nasty chat.
Do we have a bet of the year? Yeah, we do have that category, don't we?
I wonder if people are leaning more towards Dusty or Tom and I.
Well, go ask around the office. We'll find out. Let's let me see. What do we got? I think so far in the
you
SD's
even
category.
said you couldn't believe that you were voting for Knobloch keeping something together.
Yeah,
for
I know,
more
but
than-
I also I kind of like
a
it
game and a
more
half.
so. Let's see here. I'm going to put this in.
Listen,
There's
man,
a
he
bunch of
played
actual
awesome.
legitimate bets here, but I'm putting
played
in
really good last night.
Dusty bets Tom and Hernan that Kapanen stays on Leon's line for 1 week. Popeyes on the line. All right, there we go. It's in the mix.
And I wanted to.
Anyway, portions of the show are brought to you by Popeyes, obviously. It's yeah,
We're
it's
in
kind
their
of a big
studio.
deal. The oil stream is presented to you by Boston Pizza, which ties in nicely to people making crazy bets.
Boom. And especially Tony, nice touch by bringing in the food for everybody
it was nice of him
on
to do that.
Friday last week.
Where you at for Boston Pizza coming? Because there's road games here.
January 13th at BP Clairview.
Yep.
January 17th, BP 170th.
Okay, those are the only 2 on locations because there's so many home games this month. So 13th Clairview, 17th
170th.
170th.
And prizes at both locations every intermission. Tony and Curtis at BP 170th. They'll hit you with more prizes in the intermission, and then there's usually a pretty good grand prize at the end of the game. But every time at BP Clairview, Lisa and Jason, they'll do a nice prize pack from Molson, one at each intermission, and then tickets to an Oilers game at the end of the game. So different types of prizes, and but good pricing, and then good times, game day specials, all that stuff.
All right, so there's lots going on there.
Yep.
And it is Pasta Tuesday every single day in the month of January.
Yep.
At Boston Pizza.
People want this bet on the good old PA. That's how good of a bet it is.
I'd
This is
say
the bet
it's a
of the
really
year
good
right
bet.
here.
I don't know. What are they supposed to do? Put a little Popeyes logo up on Play Alberta? How would you? I don't know how we would make
People
that.
want to bet this on.
I don't know how we make that work. And I will say the lunch that I will buy for you guys will come out of my own pocket.
No,
I'm not just going to use EST dollars. No,
but you can
that's
still write
greasy.
it off. You keep the receipt.
Well, I don't know how the write-off stuff works. For personal stuff for me?
No, because it's for business.
Yeah, but it'd be coming out of my personal bank account.
You'd be better off doing it out of the EST bank account.
I know that, Tommy, but that's like, that doesn't make me really,
Think
that
of the
doesn't hurt me,
tax
you know?
benefits. As a small business owner, I've learned this the hard way.
Yeah. This is why HR Daddy handles all that stuff.
He's really good at this
Like,
stuff.
I couldn't do it. It's too much. All right, so Kevin Van Dassler over there says, "Where would you win?" I hope he means from a Popeyes perspective. just covered in Popeyes.
Well, depending how sauced up those wings are,
Yeah.
you might wear them.
James over in the chat says, "What's wild about Kapanen in the top 6 right away is that Hyman was eased back in the first 2 to 3 games."
That's true.
That's good news for me because that means Knobloch trusts Kapanen so much. Or what might even be better news for me is that Leon said to him when do they call him Cappy?
Sure.
Maybe Leon said, "That's my guy. That's my right winger."
That's highly unlikely.
Why? Why? He's kept Podkolzin next to him all year.
Podkolzin's different.
How?
They're buddies, man.
So he hates Kapanen? Is that what you're saying?
No, he doesn't hate Cap, but Dusty,
You realizing that you made a bad bet.
You really think Kapanen is going to be a top 6 guy on this team? Really?
For the next week, I have to now.
I give him like a game and a half.
They'll lose tomorrow and the lines will be changed for Saturday.
I thought everybody in the city was saying, "Oh, leave Savoy with Roslovic." And so then who's going to take Kapanen's spot in the next week?
Savoy.
He's not. He's going to stay with Roslovic and Howard.
Nah. And
nobody else is even good enough to get up there.
It still blows my mind.
Yes, he's not. I think he even said he doesn't like playing center.
Well, he will for the next week, Hernan. Dirty Don texts in 780-218-9999 says, "What's going to screw you, Dusty, is that Nuge will go down to third line center, Roslovic will get moved to the second line, and one of the kids will go up to the first line, or Janmark dropping Kapanen down." No, I think this is the time.
Why they even put Kapanen in small instances, pardon me, in the top 6 still blows my mind.
He scored 20 goals in the NHL.
No, sorry, Janmark, not Kapanen.
Janmark. Yeah.
No, sorry.
I was going to say.
No. Sorry, my bad. I was Janmark. You brought up Janmark, and they have thrown Janmark up there. That's what I meant to say. Kapanen.
This is even
Kapanen's
you, the biggest
30,
Janmark supporter
guy
in the city, wondering what's up with that.
Yes, he's Tommy's boy.
3 goals in the last 2.5 or 1.5 years.
He's even got looks during the holidays with Draisaitl.
That's what I was mean. I didn't mean. Sorry, I had Kapanen on my mind, but I was talking about Janmark because you brought Janmark up, and I'm like, why the hell do you put him in the top 6 ever? He had that 2-on-1 yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, Reed, look at this." And it wasn't even a good wrist shot. He got the shot, which is great because sometimes they don't even get shots on odd man rushes. But it was just like a nice little one into the chest area of UC Saros.
People are fully invested in this bet. They're saying, who do the Oilers play in their next 3 games?
They have.
So they
Winnipeg.
get the Jets, which I did say in the lock shop today. I worry that they could lose to the Jets.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Then they get the Kings.
Yeah.
You're going to want Kapanen crashing and banging next to Leon in that one. And then they get the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, no.
What?
There's 4 games between now and next week.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Buddy, we're eating good next week.
Free lunch on Tuesday, baby.
Well, no, the game's Tuesday, so it would be Wednesday still.
But
So Jets Thursday, Kings Saturday, Hawks Monday, Preds Tuesday.
by Monday, the lines are different. Kapanen, third line.
Actually, think about this. He just had success against Nashville. They play Nashville again next Tuesday.
Okay, but
So they're going to leave him there the whole
Okay,
time.
wait,
Now we're throwing in
There's rules.
stipulations here.
If he's off the line on Saturday and he's back on Tuesday, that doesn't count.
No, we said
Yes.
he has to start.
It's to stay on there.
It's when they tweet out the lines
On Tuesday morning.
Kapanen's next to him for all 4 of those games.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's 4 games.
Oh, no.
Knobloch's never going to keep a line together for 4 games.
Instant regret.
Oh, that's a tough one. All right, well, we are off and running almost 20 minutes on a bet for Popeyes.
That's fine.
With the coach that's got the blender going more than anybody.
Yeah.
But I like
You want to do that
I like
one?
my chances.
Because now
Yeah,
there's
go
been
ahead. Yeah,
stuff
hit into
revealed.
that one. Sure, yeah. Yeah, we can get to that
shake
one
on
now. Here it is, everybody. The big shit. Get your face in there, Ernest, so people don't think it's a fake arm. There we go. All right. It's on now. Double shake.
Double shake, baby.
Trev, do you think Kapanen will stay on the top? I'm going to make Draisaitl's line for the next 4 games?
What did you guys say?
No.
I said yes.
Hernan and I said no. We bet Popeyes with Dusty.
Damn it.
And if he
I'm a
doesn't,
lone wolf.
all of us get Popeyes next week.
I'm a lone wolf. Oh. All right, get
2
to that
games,
text,
says-
then we'll dive into last
says
night's
Trevor.
game, Tommy.
All right, it's from Spills, and now there's been information circling around NHL circles or NHL social media hubs, if you will, the interwebs. In regard to next year's jersey program, remember I said that there's going to be a league-wide initiative.
Yes.
The name has been revealed. It's called Hometown Remix.
Okay.
Remember
I
I
think
showed
you had mentioned that a little bit.
I
actually.
didn't say the name to
No, but you said it was a
publicly,
hometown thing.
and I wrote it down for you, remember?
Yeah.
So Spills texts in via the inbox 780-218-9999 says, "Hey Tom, have you heard anything about the rumored Hometown Remix Black Oilers alternate jersey for next year?" Yes, I have.
Going black.
The black was confirmed to me. Then the other thing I didn't really put out there at all was the league or the designers with Fanatics, whoever the league utilizes, gave every team 3 options, like concepts,
Yep.
to go with for their jerseys. And I was told the Oilers didn't like
Well,
any of them.
You said this earlier.
And
you said that they went on their own.
they took it in-house.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
reiterating.
I
And it
remember
is
that,
called
yeah.
Hometown Remix.
Okay, so it'll be a dark coat jersey, basically. Is that kind
Yeah.
of?
And then the other thing I was told for people in the organization who approve and give it the final blessing is essentially the new alternate jersey. It is like the counter to it. You know what I mean? You know how they went kind of faux retro with this new alternate jersey?
So it's very futuristic.
Apparently. Like that.
I wonder if it'll have
interpret
lights
that
on
how
it or
you will.
something, yeah.
No, I don't know if it's going to be glow in the dark material like the Golden Knights and the Kraken have done.
Yeah.
But apparently it's supposed to be like the counter to this faux retro, which the Oilers have been good in, and
Yeah.
you see a lot more of. And they will have 4 uniforms next year: the regular home, regular away, the current alternate,
And the black
then the hometown remix.
Jordan says, so this is kind of like the MLB City Connect idea.
Yep.
NBA's done something like that too, right? So
Absolutely. That's along the same lines as that.
Haji texts in and says, you might as well call it the hometown cash grab. Yeah, you're right.
Haji's
But it's
right.
true because people are going to buy them.
They do, and they will. And the league, it's not just the Oilers doing it, it's a league-wide initiative. And guess what? Reverse Retro did really good during COVID, too. And then Reverse Retro 2.0 coming out of COVID also did really well. So the league has found something like the Winter Classic, like the Stadium Series, where they can make extra bucks. And guess what? They've pumped out record revenues in the last few years league-wide, and they want to continue doing that.
I'm just sitting here next Wednesday thinking about myself eating a Popeye's chicken sandwich in front of you and Hernan.
That you bought.
No, that you guys buy for me. It'll be glorious.
Wishful thinking.
Library Pat texts in and says, the downside for Dusty is that Knobloch can't keep the lines same ever.
Yeah.
Aside from 1897 to 93, there's almost no chance the rest of the team stays the same for 4 games. However, may I point this out? It's not just 97, 93, and 18. It's 97, 93, 18, Podkolzin and Draisaitl. Right? They've been looking for somebody to fit into the right. And Kapanen comes back after not playing for 2 months, and Knobloch elevates him ahead of all these other guys. So I think they might, well, obviously I bet it. I think they might lead the top 6 together for 4 games. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that's good. Coach Mike says, when do the Oilers get the shiny copper helmets? Like the Los Angeles Kings or Vegas? They got silver and gold, right? Maybe bright blue.
And I know people have asked about bringing back like the navy, midnight navy or whatever, midnight blue and the copper. Those colors are out with this current Oilers regime, ownership down to the business side. They don't want to go back to the copper like of the late 90s, early 2000s. So the orange is big. DK apparently loves orange. The shiny helmets, it's interesting, the shiny helmets thing, because now we're seeing matte colored helmets. Like the Kings, I think, have a matte black helmet. There's a couple teams that have matte blue helmets. So less shine, more matte. Like 8 or 9 years ago, when the league was throwing out ideas, they were doing big decals on the helmets that basically took up the whole side of each helmet. And like they had every team kind of try it out. And apparently the Oiler one didn't look good. And they did use it in, I think, a Stadium Series game or two. I think Philly Pitt, their helmets had huge decals on the side. And yes, it's properly pronounced decals. We have ruined the word
Decals.
decal.
I like saying
that is
decals.
Alberta and parts of British Columbia specific
Decals?
pronunciation. Yes.
Really? I wonder if it's my part of British Columbia. That
Perhaps. It's called decal.
Because I never once growing up as a kid said decal.
Yep.
It's always
a lot of
been
people
decal.
around Alberta, same thing. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I was
you're from
guilty of doing it
Alberta.
too. Yeah, but I also realized that we speak
Where did you learn this?
weird, we use some weird terms and language in our province. I try not to do it all
How'd
the
you
time.
learn the whole decal decal thing?
I looked it up.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, what am I
pretty
saying it
sick.
wrong? And then every time I would do a radio hit somewhere else, they'd be like, what is a decal? You know, stickers. I was like, you mean decal? It's a decal. Anyway, they tried it with the huge decals on the helmets, and it didn't work out.
Decal sounds so weird to
But
me.
it's proper.
What's Reed Wilkins say about it?
Probably what I say. Actually, we all have Alberta-isms.
I wonder what Reed says. I want to know what Reed says.
Baptized Big Uke. Tommy loves judging people speeching. Yeah. No, I just appreciate speaking properly. He's yelling at Reed right now. What does he say?
Decal.
Yeah, so he's wrong.
He says decal.
It's decal.
Because he's a wordsmith, right? That's why I wanted his
Well,
opinion
he's a
on it.
bookbinder. I don't know about wordsmith.
Oh, a guy kind
He's
of.
good with words.
So he says decal. So he's an Alberta guy.
Yeah, he's from small town Alberta.
All right. Well,
Evansburg, where you would say decal instead of decal.
but why would we say decal here? It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like such a different language to say decal.
Why do people say asphalt when it's asphalt?
It's asphalt.
Why do people say I seen when it's I saw?
I did
or
learn that
I
one.
have seen, which would also be correct.
Did I tell you that?
Why do people say, oh, yeah, for sure? This is just their crutches. Why do people say Edmonton instead of Edmonton?
You're killing me right
I
now.
know. I study, I don't know. I'm a dork for like the English
It really
language.
sounds like, yeah.
I get offended.
The
shouldn't.
so I was doing, I don't know if I told you, but the first AJHL hockey game I ever did was in St. Albert at the old barn where you had to like climb up a ladder to get to the broadcast
At
booth. It was-
Aikinsdale.
Yeah, it was at
Or
Aikinsdale.
Jerome McGinley Arena.
Yeah, it was
I believe
Aikinsdale
now.
then. And John Short did color for me. And so I'm super nervous because he was the boss and the owner of AnySportAnytime.com. And I
Yes.
was like, my first game, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy's a local legend. And so I'm calling the game. I thought it went very well. We finish, and Shorty goes, just so you know, he goes, you're going to be very good at this.
Which
he goes,
you are.
but you can't say, what'd you say, seen and saw?
Yeah.
Which is, you're not supposed to say, I seen
I
it.
seen is
Yeah.
incorrect. It's improper.
So that's the one piece of advice he gave me. He wraps up the game. He goes, you're going to be very good at this. Just don't say I seen ever again.
Yeah.
It's I saw.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay,
it's bad.
thanks, man. That was a very cool first time story. Like that was very nice of John Short. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
That was
He is a legend.
yeah. All right, let's get to this game last night here.
Let's do it.
I mean, there's a lot to discuss coming out of this one. So let me tell you, what's the biggest story here, Tommy? McDavid's hat trick and the way he did it.
Brilliant.
Nuge getting 500 assists.
Great story.
Kapanen returns with a goal and assist to the lineup. Hadn't played in 2 months.
Excellent storyline.
Roslovic gets slotted in with Savoy and Howard after the Henrique injury.
Concerning.
Actually looks pretty good, though.
That's positive, though.
Right? Yeah. And then Lazar provides the team with a fourth line goal, his third of the year to leap ahead of pretty much everybody else who doesn't do anything.
May I add another?
Yes.
Them being a better forward unit without Mangiapane and Frederick in the lineup.
And Henrique, I would say.
And Henrique.
Like,
That's
they
fair
just
too.
looked quicker.
It was brought up last night.
Right?
Yeah.
Did they not just look quicker?
Yeah. And
They're definitely quicker without Henrique and Frederick in the lineup for sure.
yeah.
But what's the biggest story?
The
coming out
biggest
of this?
storyline. Those are great storylines. I like the overall game, but out of those
That wasn't an
options,
option, though, yeah.
Of those options you gave me, I think considering how we've been discussing the bottom six, Lazar and the bottom six getting a goal, playing well, looking quicker, I'd go there. But that's me being like a dork for the minutia of the game.
Yeah, you are a
the
dork.
fine details.
You
yeah,
are,
I admit it.
You're a big minutia dork.
Thank you. I mean, I don't think you used that properly, but man, maybe it would work.
Is the inbox still working for you?
It
got
was.
kicked out and won't let me log back in.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I haven't gotten a text in 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's a little slow.
Oh no, definitely it crapped out.
I don't know, something's going on there.
Something's going on.
Anyway, so hit us up over on the YouTube chat if you do want to chime in.
Look what happened. I got this.
Yeah, but now if you click login, it won't log in.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
Get Maddie on it.
kind of happened out of nowhere.
This is not good. Not good.
It's got to be a website issue for them because why wouldn't you at least bring us to a login page?
Check the app. That's frustrating. We had text line was going pretty strong today.
Yeah, there's a bunch going in there,
Yeah.
but we'll try to get to a few more of those.
Okay.
Let me just yell at Maddie.
Yeah, yell at Maddie, just like you did at Reed. 780-218-9999, temporarily down. I'll see if it works on the app instead of on the website. And let's get it to yesterday's game. So 6-2 win. They bounced back, played their best game since the Christmas break. Kapanen, excellent performance. They got fourth line contributions. The injury to Henrique. McDavid, brilliant. 500 assists for Nugent-Hopkins. Joking with the puck. Ingram playing well was
Somebody
also
in the chat
important.
says Ingram
Yeah.
steady presence too. Yeah.
It's a number barn thing because even the app's down.
So the app's loading. Okay. All right. So that's not us. That's not us.
No.
Hopefully they'll get that sorted back out again. I mean, I guess if I had to, McDavid just looks so damn good that I guess I'd probably put it there. So actually, let's dive into the numbers game here
Okay.
for Play Alberta.
Hey, double win night for Tommy. So
Did
we're
you get
back.
a couple? Oh, did you
Boom.
ride with me on the?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Nice. That
Good.
was
You're back then.
We're back.
Hey, is that you on YouTube with the gasoline?
That's my
That's
phone
your other one.
account.
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, that is me.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering if there's somebody pretending to be you.
No, that was me.
All right, so these numbers are from Big Head Hockey. I saw them tweet out last
Okay.
night. Since the Oilers were shut out by Wallstead,
Yeah.
December 2nd, in the next 16 games, or the last 16 games now, I guess, McDavid has 39 points, which is 2.44 points per game, which is a 200-point pace
Unreal.
for the season. He also has 86 shots in those 16 games. That's 440 shot pace throughout an entire season.
Did you hear him yesterday when he was asked
Yeah,
about the
I heard
shots
him, yeah.
thing? He's like, oh, people talk about
Talk
me
to me about
shooting. I'm
shooting
shooting more.
Glue Guy texted this out earlier today. In October, he was averaging 3.08 shots per game. In November, it was 2.64 shots per game. In December, it was 4.73 shots per game. And then a smaller sample size, obviously, here in January, but he's at 8 shots per game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
flying.
has he ever played better than he is right now? I know he's played like probably as good a few times, but has he ever been better than the Connor McDavid we're seeing right now?
The only time in my mind right now that I could think of where he was this brilliant was the second round series against the Flames, where he just owned them himself.
That's what Trev said this
Yeah.
morning too, yeah.
It's back?
Matty, you fixed it so quickly. What? I would be working on your computer.
Let's find out.
Oh, hey, Matty, the text line's working. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
That's great.
Got scared there for a second. We love the text line.
I know.
Yeah, that Calgary series, he was pretty ridiculous.
But what he's so dominant on his own right now. It's incredible.
He looked like he should be in a different league last night.
When you said that, I was like, whoa.
Right? Did he not look like a tier 1 kid playing in tier 4 because he's got buddies on the team that he grew up with?
That's a nice way to put it. Yeah.
And then no disrespect to Nashville. And I don't want to come across as too much of a McDavid homer here. But that's what it looked like. That first goal, great design on the power play.
Sick.
Drop back to Bush, and you get McDavid with speed entering the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. And then with think about it, your 4 guys standing still. And you got the fastest player on the planet
Coming at
picking
you.
up the puck just inside the blue line. What are you supposed to do? And then you see Saros, who's a pretty good goaltender. I mean, McDavid just made him look. That was
Foolish.
ridiculous. And then you get to the penalty shot.
Foolish again.
And
made him look foolish.
just I don't know if he's ever been as good as he is in this last month.
On the penalty shot goal, that last like drag kind of on the backhand drag and then to just chip it was beautiful.
Yeah, and it wasn't one where, a Datsuk was done. I think Omar did it, but where you like the soft flip
Yeah.
And it just sort of like there was a little bit behind
There's a
that.
little zip on it.
And
zip on
Saros
the
put
chip.
the blocker down for 1 second, and McDavid was like, boom, see you later.
That was so nice. And then, listen, great give and go on the hat trick goal, too.
Yeah.
He's feeling it, man. I'm sorry. He is the best player in the world. I've said it all along. I will not disrespect Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, or any other guy, Kucherov, but they are not like that guy.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah.
Absolute freak. Anyway, that's the numbers game. Over the last 16 games, he's on a 200-point pace, which I don't think we've ever said over a 16-game stretch in Connor McDavid's career. Like, that's how ludicrous it is.
It's amazing.
It is right now. It's pretty damn impressive. And don't take it for granted, because it is a lot of fun to watch. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 500 assists. Everybody loves the Nuge. We were asked this morning by Hampton Steve, I think, on the Paris Steelers inbox on the Nielson show, where does Nuge rank among the most popular Oilers of all time?
I
Right?
like
He's closing
this.
in on 1,000 games.
Yeah.
He's the Nuge, man.
He's the Nuge.
So the names that popped up this morning, Gretzky, McDavid, Smitty. Everybody loved Ryan Smith.
Yep.
And then I said I'd put Nuge right there, and then everybody was just like, well, then it's also got to be Messier. And
Has to
then
be.
like Messier would still be ahead of Draisaitl in a top 5
Ooh.
for popularity, because I don't know how
Overall,
I don't know how you
probably.
would do it though.
But, and we kind of touched on this a bit on the Hangout. We're getting into 50-plus years of Oilers hockey, if you include the WHA days, but it's not the same as the NHL days. But now we're in multiple generations of Oilers fans.
Yeah.
And like guys like Doug Waite, Curtis Joseph, and those types have fallen down the pecking order.
Hemsky.
Rightly so. Hemsky's really good. Hemsky has staying power because he's stuck around here for a long time.
Would you say he's a top 10 most popular
No.
Oiler ever? Not best player ever, but
No.
most popular Oiler.
No, I would say he's top 15.
Okay, let's do the top 10.
We should do
Let's
this.
do the top 10.
This is good. And for James, he
So, Gretzky.
said, Tommy, can you please pronounce this name, Hertzkovian from the Dallas Stars for the rest of the class? Yes, and he got a contract extension, I believe.
Gretzky, McDavid, Smitty.
I think you put Smitty too high, by the way.
Well, I'm just
But we're
I'm
just okay.
writing down 10.
Okay,
This
okay,
isn't in
okay.
order.
Messier has to be in
Nuge, Messier,
there. Draisaitl.
Dry. So that's 6. So who are the other 4 rounding out the top 10?
Grant Fuhr.
Grant
Grant Fuhr would be in there.
What about Georges Laraque?
You know
From
what?
a popularity perspective.
You might be able to make a case for George.
put George over here. We'll see.
Just
how
leave him on the
goes.
side
Yeah.
for now.
Yari
Mm,
Curry.
Yep. I would have said Kevin Lowe, but his GM president days kind of.
Yeah, the shine went off a little bit.
Yeah.
So Gretzky, McDavid, Smith, Nuge, Messier, Draisaitl, Fuhr, Curry. That's 8. There's room for 2 more of the most popular Oilers of all time. Who else did you put on this list? Let's see here. Casino Dealer Jay's just rolling back the 80s.
Like-
Gretzky, Curry, Fuhr, Mess, and Coffee. Semenko.
Yep. Semenko, I think, and Laraque are
Laraque.
kind of in that same category where you,
I'm trying to
could make an argument
I'm trying
for
to
them.
think outside of those 2 guys.
Like
Who
we're,
else? Cujo.
see, here's the problem with Cujo.
Maybe Hemsky
And
is
people
borderline
forget,
top
maybe
10.
Hemsky is. The problem with Cujo is he was only here for 2.5 seasons. He made
Yeah.
them memorable because he came in when the team was bad. They'd missed the playoffs 3 straight seasons. His first year here, mid-95, 96, they trade Bill Ranford. Cujo comes in. They just missed the playoffs that year. I think Doug Waite had his 104-point season that year. Then the next year, they were a decent team. They finished 7th, beat Dallas. It's what he did in the playoffs that really put him over the top. Popular player, easy to like, all-star caliber goaltender. Then they did it again the next year, finishing 8th and beating Colorado.
You're like
Insane.
Stoff with all this knowledge.
That was my
Kid, that was your fandom wheelhouse, wasn't it?
That was my fandom wheelhouse. That's a great way to describe it. And then Cujo took the money. And the Oilers didn't have the funds to keep Doug Waite, Curtis Joseph, Bill Guerin, guys like that around. And so they walked away. And that's what I think would kill their popularity. Like if you asked people from Trevor's generation, Coob and Benny Thompson's generation,
different.
Who's Curtis Joseph to them when it comes to being an Oiler? I don't think there's any connection.
I mean, this is for those guys who are like 20, Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Like it would probably be Mike Smith, right?
Yeah.
If I had to guess for a 20-year-old.
That's a good point.
Hampton Steve says his rationale for having Gagne in his top 5 earlier today was that he spent 3 tenures with the team. He was known as Papa Oiler and is very liked to both the locker room and the fan base.
I have time for that. I have nothing but respect for Sam. I saw Sam right around Christmas. He was here for Christmas with the family on his wife's side. And I was asking him how player development with Ottawa was going. He's enjoying it. And then I told him, I'm like, you'd look good here. And this team will probably need a new GM in a couple of years. And he's like, yeah.
You know what, though? I would say I don't want Sam Gagne to be the general manager of this team because all we do is shit on the general manager of this team. Nobody's going to say a bad thing about Sam. I don't think I could bring myself to do it.
And you know what? Dusty, you dealt with him too. You used to be in the room a lot.
Yeah, he was
just a pro.
When I was going down to practices a lot, when it was just a morning show and stuff, and I didn't have kids and stuff, he was probably the guy I enjoyed chatting with the most out of everybody on those teams.
Yep.
And to be not to be a jerk, but it probably wasn't even remotely close.
No.
Like I like talking to Sam. He was good. So yeah, he's a guy who would be in that conversation.
I have time for that.
Shovelhead says Bucky, Gator. Troll says Cassian for the Muzz. Yeah, she loved him. Troll also drops a Joaquin Gage.
Hello.
That's a good one.
Patty Maroon was a very likable. Patty Maroon is the same guy that came to the Oilers in that deadline deal, like afterthought trade, and was very popular here. He's the same type of person as he was back then, kind of a no-name NHLer, really made his mark with the Oilers and became a star, like a cult hero, essentially, for the rest of his career. He's still the same guy. When he was with the Wild, last year when he was with Chicago to start the year, I was leaving the rink or the gym.
I remember you telling me this, yeah.
And I'm walking in the pedway and all I hear is, Tom. And I look and it's the big rig and I'm like, Patty, what's up? And he's like, come talk to me for a bit. And we just sat there and shot the breeze for 10 minutes.
That's nice.
And I'm like, you got to get to the bus. He's like, no, I don't. He's like, I got time. I can do whatever I want. I was like, buddy, you are the best. And then I saw him. I didn't see him last summer. I saw him 2 summers ago, golfed with him, and just a good dude. I'm very happy for him, and I'm not surprised that he has become so popular and having the type of after-career success that he is.
Dave in Section T says, my dad liked Charlie Huddy, and he wasn't even a hockey fan. So there's
Charlie Huddy's a good
that.
guy. You can still catch him around town.
Library Pat. His text is slow to load.
Hey, where's Bill Ranford in all of this?
Well, you know what? I was going to bring up Billy Ranford, and I'm a little surprised. Like Guy Flaming texted in. He said Andy Moog and Dougie Waite.
Yep.
I was a little surprised we didn't see a single text. I don't even know if it popped up in the chat. But I was a little surprised we haven't seen a Bill Ranford mention yet.
Very notable Oiler, did some great things. And then unfortunately was stuck with those crappy teams that, Glenn Sather had to sell off all the big pieces and they would try to replace them with young, talented, inexperienced players that were cheap.
Library Pat's top 10. Gretzky, McDavid, in no order, he says.
Okay.
Gretzky, McDavid, Smith, Nuge, Waite, Hemsky, Hyman, Messier, Draisaitl, and Grant Fuhr.
Hyman's a good one.
Hyman's a very likable dude, too.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Easy one to cheer for sure. My wife absolutely loves Hyman, so she would have him high on the list as well. All right, 780-218-9999. So that was a fun little side path there on the show today.
I like that.
Let's dive into your Popeyes spicy headlines. A lot on the line with Popeyes now next week. If you missed it earlier on the show today, we did make a bet. I bet that Kapanen would remain on Draisaitl's line when the lines start games for the next week, which ends up being 4 games, not 3. And Popeyes is on the line for either me or the entire staff. Szymanski makes the German Olympic team.
Good for him.
Also Leon Draisaitl. But Szymanski's the big story because everybody's excited about Szymanski.
That's great.
By all accounts, he's looked pretty good so far down in Bakel. So
good. That's a great story, and hopefully that helps with his confidence, and he becomes a blue chip prospect if he already isn't one with this organization. At some point, maybe he gets a look. And people brought it up yesterday. Quinn Hughes, a goal. Or pardon me, Quinn Hudson, a goal or 2 goals and an assist last night. And he's kind of doing everything in his power to make sure the Oilers know that he's knocking on the door. He wants back in. And they didn't really give him much of a look the other night when they played him. And if Szymanski continues to play well, that's great. And getting the nod to go to the Olympics, playing in the premier international hockey tournament in the world, I think will be a great boost to him, and hopefully he shows well, and maybe he learns a little bit from a guy like Leon Draisaitl. I love that. That's fantastic. I also noticed Team France, a.k.a. France, announced its lineup.
Don't say Ovitu.
He made it.
What? I didn't even know that guy was still going.
He's still going.
Really?
He was an interesting guy. I liked him when he was around.
And did you mention Toby Reeder, Germany?
You guys did earlier.
Yeah, Toby Reeder.
Still
making. Where's Toby Reeder playing right now?
I'm assuming in Germany. And then also Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, who is no longer in the NHL, still playing. He is with France.
Tobias Reeder is playing in the German league. And he's got 9 goals in Munich in 20 games.
Nice. Good for him.
He has scored at least 1 goal in every single season he's ever played. Except for 1. In which he played for the Edmonton Oilers. Do you know how many games he played that year?
The majority of them.
I'll give you one guess on the number.
82.
Nope, lower.
67.
Yeah, 6-7. Yes, that's why I asked you.
You lit up when I said that.
Oh, it's not funny, but it's still kind of funny.
But yesterday,
anyway, he played 67 games and didn't have a goal. Yeah.
No, that was awful. But yesterday, someone texted in and said, in 2026, the whole that thing is apparently not cool with the kids anymore because old farts like us kept doing it and made it uncool.
That's
and
the only way.
I'm so proud of us old farts for making something so stupid so unpopular. Bravo!
Congratulations, old folks. We've done it.
We ruined a dumb thing, and I couldn't be more proud. Dominic Cahoon, McDiesel says.
Yeah, he made the team too, yeah.
Imagine the chemistry he could have with Leon Draisaitl. Wait a sec.
How did the Oilers miss out on so many Olympians?
Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy to me. All right, so this is totally, I mean, technically it's kind of related to our bet, but I don't want it to be related to our bet. So how much of a look do you think Knobloch will be willing to give Roslovic with Savoy and Howard? What were the numbers on them last night? Like high danger chances, they were 6, 6, 4. I got it somewhere. I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah,
I'll
bring it up.
Stat trick there. A game. Seriously, like a game.
So Isaac, that doesn't help my bet very much.
No, I know.
Isaac Howard, Roslovic, and Savoy played 552 together, 6-0 in shots, 6-2 in scoring chances, and a 100% in expected goals for.
Great. Those are great numbers in a small sample size.
See, but to me, it's when those two were together with Hudson and they got caved, he broke them up. This time, the numbers actually look okay. So maybe he does stick with it for, preferably 4 games.
Put it at a game. Preferably 4 games for you because then
Kapanen's not going anywhere because there's nobody else that you could play up there. Do you think that's a line that could work? Like, is Roslovic a guy who can center those two?
I don't see him as a center. I thought when they try to wedge him in there, it didn't really work. So I'm a little bit surprised. And I don't know. He's still kind of finding his game, it seems like, too. And then moving him from center to wing might disrupt that process. I don't know. That's just an assumption by me. But Dusty, at this point, give it a chance. Let Lazar cook on the 4th line with Janmark and
Frederick.
Yeah, they might.
Frederick draw back in.
I think, and I said this last night too. I think with the situation involving Mangiapane and them looking to get him out of here, And Frederick does have life beyond this season.
I
with the Oilers.
would say his I don't know how much life he'll have, but his contract.
It's all
does
due to the
continue,
contract. I know there's a lot of people that would get him out of here tomorrow if they could.
I can't believe this
Or
thing
yesterday.
already looks this bad, and there's 7.5 years left on it.
Dude,
That's
awful.
That's concerning.
But I also said last night, and I'll reiterate, the best thing for him might be the end of this season. And he just goes to Belize for
Puts
a month.
that ankle in a hyperbaric chamber.
And he doesn't even think about hockey, and he lets nature heal his ankle. And then he comes back to North America, maybe St. Louis, and starts skating with the guys around there, and then gets into it and feels the love of the game come back. And then he gets up to Edmonton, and they're like, guess what, Trent? We're going to put you in the bottom 6.
Oh, no.
Where you belong. And then he's like, I'm feeling good. My ankle's feeling good. And then people don't have any expectation for him. Yes, they'll bring up the term and the contract, but he'll actually just start playing like Trent Frederick 2019, whatever it was, 2020, 2021, and we're okay. That, to me, would be great. Because there was people that wondered, and there was a few people texting in like, hey, is this wake-up call and this benching going to get it going for him? I threw that at Belsey. Belsey said it'll make him mad. But whether or not it changes anything, that's going to be tough. And then people said, well, what about the All-Star or the Olympic break? Will that get him going and allow him to refresh? Belsey said, maybe, but still unlikely. And sometimes guys need to just step away and not think about hockey and then let the passion come back and their body can heal, and maybe they come in with a clean slate next year and they're okay.
What is crazy is that he got, like, in addition to 3.8,
Yeah.
like, he got the money, he got the term. He should have never got a no movement clause. I mean, he just shouldn't have. Like, if you're gonna give a guy of Trent Frederick's level almost $4 million on an 8-year deal, you should have said you can take your no movement clause and shove it up your you know what.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that guy should have a full no movement clause for the next 4 years of the deal, and then it's a modified no trade.
I know.
Like, that's just, to me, that's an Edmonton tax, which you shouldn't have to give up anymore. Like, you're offering Trent Frederick an 8-year commitment at almost $4 million to come and possibly play with McDavid and Draisaitl. Why would he also get a no movement clause? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I know.
So you can't waive him. You can't do anything.
We said the contract was silly when he signed it. We said the term was ridiculous when they were speculating about it. And then when it came to fruition, we're just like, wow, really? This is dumb. Like, the price point is not as bad as the term. And then the NMC makes it painful.
To be honest, like, the no movement clause is the worst part of it, because you can't even do it. You can't do anything with it.
He turns it to an anchor if he doesn't wake up.
Like, he basically secured himself a spot on the 13 forward group
Right.
for 8 years, even though he doesn't do anything.
He's been bad as an Oiler. It's just, I know he's been injured. Zedmo, good point by Zedmo. Maybe $3.5 million could motivate him. Yeah. There's also, the guys put pressure on themselves too, and when they get that contract, the first year of the contract, I don't like that, but it happens. It happens. That's why, and you guys talked about Roslovic today on the show in the morning, and like, you threw it to Trev and said, would you give him that contract? And Trev's like, $5-6 million. I was like, I just woke up. Am I still dreaming? $5-6 million. I'm still leery of giving Roslovic term and money when he's had a relatively small sample size, although a very successful one here. But keep in mind, he's hungry. He's trying to have a prove it year. He's trying to get that next contract. I'm worried he reverts back to the guy that Aaron Portzline said on the EST Afternoons, that is up and down and up and down. And when he's down, you don't notice him. When he's up, all you do is notice him. I'm fearful of that, because there's a tendency from guys like that to go away once they get their contracts and are satisfied. Hopefully that's not the case with him, but it does happen.
780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Andrew the Accountant said, this is a fun little game. If the Oilers got one compliance buyout out of nowhere, who would you choose? Nurse or Frederick? 9.5 mil versus 3.8 mil. Andrew the accountant says, I think I'm still buying out Freddie.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, yes.
There's only a few years left on Nurse's deal, right?
Well, Frederick's got 7.5 more years left, and it doesn't look like he can play now.
Yeah.
Right? This contract goes until, 2032? So, look, Darnell Nurse might not be a $9.5 million defenseman, but he's at least a $7.5 or $8 million defenseman
And he plays
who can
every
play in the National Hockey League and play 20 minutes for you. Frederick doesn't even look like he can play right now. So I think that would probably have to be the answer
Yikes.
to the question.
Good side quests today on this show.
Yeah, lots of fun little conversations popping up, which make it a plus to bet.
Yeah.
That was a big one as well.
You got skin in the game, baby.
Fingers crossed on that one. Oilers and Jets tomorrow. What do you like? The Jets haven't won. What they lost 10 in a row?
Yeah. Make it 11 tomorrow. What
You
are
think
they?
they lose
6
again?
and 4.
I think they might win. They played really well against the Oilers.
And the Oilers are slump busters, and Edmonton's had one
They just
good
had
game.
this nice big game, but they've been up and down since Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about that game.
I understand where that concern comes from. I think Edmonton goes in and beats them. Yeah. I think this might be the first 3-game winning streak of the season. I hope to God I'm right. Let's get it out of the way.
Gotta find one at some point.
Yeah.
I would think. Dudley texts in and says Frederick's nickname should be Ferris Bueller because whether he's a healthy scratch or he's in the lineup, he always looks like he has the day off.
Great movie.
At least he got a lot done that day. Ferris Bueller.
He really did.
That was a great day.
He really did. He stole Cameron's dad's car.
Yeah.
Did they total it or they just busted it up?
They didn't total it. They were taking the kilometers off of it at the end of the movie.
Yes.
And it dropped and went out the window.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoops.
What else did they went to a baseball game. He sang in the parade.
They went for that fancy lunch.
The fancy restaurant,
Yeah.
fancy lunch. What else did he do? Was there anything else he did?
I don't know.
Can't remember. I
Who
know
played
those
his
are the three big
girlfriend in
ones.
that movie? I
Oh,
liked
she
it.
was that Leah? No,
not Leah Remini.
Who was? She's been in other things.
Just she had like a nice demeanor. I liked her attitude.
Yeah,
A little
she
bit
was.
of spunk.
She was good.
She kept him honest.
What was her name in there?
Do you know the guy that played Cameron went into like a coma in real life?
I didn't know that.
I think he was on Spin City for a while too.
Really?
Yeah.
What else?
He was on a
there?
sitcom that was pretty popular.
Trying to think.
Oh,
what
he had a
else she was
pool
in.
party, says Runner.
And she really wasn't in any other big ones. Oh, yes, that's right. She was the wife in Time Cop. Yeah.
Oh,
Time
of
Cop's
course.
one of my favorites. With Van Damme, I knew I recognized her.
Of course.
She's the wife in Time Cop, and she's terrific.
How
in
could
it.
I forget?
Yeah, if you haven't watched Time Cop yet, you got to watch
Silly
Time
me.
Cop. It's pretty good. All right. What time do you get going tomorrow for the oil stream?
5.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a
Yeah.
5 o'clock pregame
And
tomorrow.
then we're gonna do an old school crossover with Reed as well.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What's coming up on EST Afternoons there, Coob?
Tons. Highlights, lowlights from the game yesterday. Gager and Hernan will take a look at some
there's
of the
lots
key
of
moments.
highlights
Of
for
course,
sure,
the
yeah.
McDavid hat trick, some key performances from depth players, and they'll talk about a new line that emerged from the contest as well. We got Hernan's World for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Inside the numbers for Play Alberta as we'll try and chef up a parlay to hit in the NHL. And Zach Pearson from Bear Report will also be popping by to preview the wild card round for the Chicago Bears.
Did you say
Bears.
Peterson?
Bears.
Peterson?
Pearson.
Pearson. No, I thought you said Peterson. Sloan Peterson was her name in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Sloan.
Sloan.
That's a
Yeah.
sneaky hot name.
Sloan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. For a guy or a girl. All right, that's going to do it for the oil stream today. Brought to you by Boston Pizza, where it is Pasta Tuesday every single day in the month of January. I'll be back with the Nielsen Show tomorrow morning. For Tom Gazzola, I am Dustin Nielson. Stick around for EST Afternoons. Take it easy.